Hey guys, today we're making breakfast turnovers. This was requested by my friend Julie, and it looked really good, so I definitely wanted to try it out, so let's get started. So I'm making 4 of these, figure 1 egg per turnover, so I'm beating 4 eggs, pouring in a little bit of milk, and just beating these up. And I figured I could jazz this recipe up a bit by adding some chives in there. And if you watched my breakfast sandwich video, I'm making these eggs the exact same way I made them in that video. So in a small saucepan, I'm just adding some olive oil and pouring in my eggs over medium heat. And I'm just going to mix this up with a small wooden spoon and cook this low and slow until we have a nice scramble. I want my eggs to be a little runny since this is going to go into the oven anyway, and I'm just going to add some salt and pepper to taste and just mix that in there. Next, I'm taking out my puff pastry. You want to make sure you use this while it's still cold. And I'm going to dust my surface very lightly with flour. You just want to make sure that the pastry doesn't stick to the counter. And this is a little too thick, so I'm just going to thin it out with my rolling pin. Then cut it up into 4s with a pizza cutter. And if you don't have a pizza cutter, you can just use a knife. And then I'm just going to brush the edges with some egg wash so that this seals better. And now it's time to stuff our turnovers. And the first thing I'm adding are my eggs. And you can add anything else you want. You can add sausage or bacon. I'm using ham. And then you can add cheddar cheese if you want. I'm using provolone. Trying to fold this thing was a bit of a challenge for me. I think I overstuffed it a bit, so don't do what I did. Try to have some self-control. Don't add too many eggs or cheese or anything else that you're putting in there. But it's okay in the end. This is going to look good anyway after it bakes. And after I seal it up with a fork, this is going to go on a baking tray lined with parchment. And I'm just going to cut a little hole in the middle so that steam can escape and brush it with some egg wash so it can get a nice browning. And this is going to go in a 400-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. And once they're out of the oven and they have a nice browning on them, let them cool for a little bit because they're going to be extremely hot. And I was very pleasantly surprised by these. They came out so good, and I was really happy with the way they looked on the inside. The eggs were nice and fluffy, and everything just cooked evenly. And I was just really happy with these. I would definitely make these again for breakfast. I definitely recommend making them for your family. They're quick, they're easy, and it doesn't involve that many ingredients. Alright guys, I hope you all enjoyed this one. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.